coming to you from the sprawling metropolis that is Ottawa, Ohio. This is Don Kissick, and this message this time is aimed not at anyone here in Ohio. At least as far as I know, none of the Ohio delegates for the upcoming Libertarian National Convention are members of any of the caucuses that are springing up within the Libertarian Party, across the country. Really, this message is aimed at everyone else, anyone else who is a delegate from any of the other 49 states. I'm not going to tell you who I would like to see you vote for in the upcoming LNC elections. I just wanted to give you some food for thought here, and that is, I'm a bit flummoxed, really, just at the way all these caucuses have risen over the last few years within the Libertarian Party. I mean, we've got the Radical Caucus, we have the Audacious Caucus, and now the Mises Caucus. So we've got all these libertarians who are now clustering together to create this really, for life. And as much as you're all going to hate hearing this, these caucuses are this strange convergence of safe spaces and collectivism. That's really what they are anymore. This isn't about getting a particular message or trying to protect a particular aspect of libertarianism that you feel is important to you. You guys have reduced your fight for liberty, individual liberty, into this collectivized effort. And hopefully the irony on that is kind of washing over you as I ramble on here. You're so bound and determined that your vision of individual liberty and yours alone is the viable one, that you will then engage in this form of collectivism and exclude everyone else and treat anyone who doesn't see libertarianism in exactly the same manner that you do, as a cast-off, as some kind of pariah. I think it's kind of funny. No one can realize that or a lot of you can't realize that we're all in this fight together, trying to get government going from where we're at, this borderline tyrannical establishment that we have, back toward one that actually designed more for the defense of the liberty of the individual, freedom, protection of freedoms, protection from true outside threats, not all these boogeymen that have been created over the last 20 to 25 years. And as I threw that phrase out earlier, they've also had this effect of being a safe space. If you don't like what someone is saying, if they're telling you a message that differs from your favorite message, you go running back to your safe space, running back to your caucus, and then you all pat each other on the back and reassure everyone that your outlook, your take on libertarianism is the right one, and everyone else just must be delusional or mistaken. And it doesn't even matter. One other aspect of irony, though, that I really kind of want to drive down your throats is a lot of you guys that are doing these caucuses, you're so adamantly anti-Bill Weld, let's say. You are so determined to try and not let Bill Weld be the presidential nominee for the Libertarian Party in 2020. And that's almost part of why all these caucuses are propping up. You guys are so afraid of the Libertarian Party turning into this Republican light, operation. But the funny thing is, look at the Republican Party and how they've been operating since 2010, if not going back a few years before that. They've created one caucus after another within the Republican Party, and you know what they really accomplished? Not a whole lot. They've really done nothing meaningful for any of their stated goals. Yet and here you are creating all these caucuses in accomplishing very little. You're so worried about this whole Republican light that, in grand ironic fashion, you yourselves have become the new Republican light. Go ahead, trigger away, send me all kinds of hateful messages. I don't care. I would love to be in New Orleans in about 3.5 weeks when all this kicks off. I just can't make it, unfortunately. I'll be there 2020. So if anyone wants to, curse me out face to face, you can do it then. Or come to an Ohio Libertarian Party function. You can, chew me out there. That's fine. But you guys are really missing the point with all these caucuses. You're trying to rally behind different candidates. I know who I would vote for if I was there. I'm not going to divulge that. It's not really my point. Just y'all need to really think about why you're going the direction that you're going with the caucusing, with your candidate support. The LNC needs a bit of an image makeover, that is for certain. We've got some folks in there right now who don't understand branding at all. And we're going to actually drive more people away than we will bring in. Do I want, dramatically less government than we have right now? Of course I do. But we've got to come up with a message that can be, that's easily digestible for people that don't really understand what libertarianism is about. A lot of people are, so often people are learning this word or hearing this word for the first time, or having a chance to actually hear what it's supposed to mean from people who promote it, who advocate it. And if all you're going to do is give them the craziest message possible, well, that's not helping. We understand that we just need to help people understand that, we're shifting more toward individual liberty. Some people want dramatically less government than others, and that's fine. I want to see a hell of a lot less government than what we have right now, but I understand that not everyone is as eager as me. But I'm perfectly eager to work with them, because we're still, any movement toward individual liberty and the restoration thereof, any movement in that direction is a good thing. Don't lose sight of that fact. Like I said, we're in this fight together. Don't lose sight of that either. And hopefully you'll let all of this, if you're not too ticked off at me by now, hopefully you'll let all of that, weigh, let that be weighed when it's time to cast your vote down in New Orleans. All right. Peace, faith, and liberty. This is Don Kissick signing out.